Hi, Instagram. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, you guys. Hi, the holistic chick. Hello, Chad. Hi, 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 hi. Happy Saturday or Sunday, whatever day it is when you see this. Hi, Miley. I got your text message late last night, and I never responded. I am doing so well. Oh my goodness gracious. I have an appointment in about 20 minutes, but I wanted to jump on and connect with everybody live for a second. There's so much I want to share about our evolution and consciousness, being human, walking through this, navigating this. Hold on a second. Okay. Obviously, I'm in my car. Where else would I be? Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. What a freaking time to be on this planet. I took 10 days, 11 days, maybe 12 days, and I checked the freak out. Hi, David. I love you, my friend. It's not my birthday. Oh my God, it's 9/9. 9/9's always a beautiful 9988776655, whatever. They're always powerful portals. But I am gonna hold my phone in case it gets hot. Okay, my glasses just fogged up, and I need my glasses to see. Hold, please. You guys, how are you? While I get my glasses and try to freaking see. How are you doing? Man, oh man. This is no joke what we're going through. And what's so interesting about, I'm literally pulling every single thing out of my back. Aha, my eye cleaner. Okay. Oh, please. You're literally like going through a moment in the life of Lori Ladd and her glasses. Okay. This evolution in human consciousness is very much a process of completely letting go of how you think things are supposed to go. You know, we've never done this as a human collective. We've never gone through this type of evolutionary process, energetic process. And so there's always this, it's like there's no manual, there's no handbook. And I think it's so important to keep coming back to this. I think it's extremely important to keep talking about what we're in as a human collective. And to remember what we have forgotten, which is what we all knew the moment that we dropped into the human form, which is that there will be a moment on the planet where there will be a massive cataclysmic shift in frequency and energy that will be undeniable. And the human collective will begin to be rattled into awakening, right? Rattled into awareness, rattled into the shadows of their internal world, the shadows of the external world. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Of course, it's been happening for a very long time, but it is accelerating right now, and it will continue to accelerate for years to come. There is no destination. There is no final arrival place. We made it, right? But we don't know how to do this. We don't remember what it's going to look like or feel like. And right now on the planet, at least what it feels like to me is that I am becoming more and more sensitive. Okay, and I am not referring to an empath, like being empathic. I can feel people's energies, and there's this deeper programmed way of looking at empath. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about energetic, simply being energetic. And what that means is that your awareness, as you begin to awaken more and more, your awareness is moving into a beingness state inside the body, being, okay? And when you start to embody, which means that you're moving out of mind, busyness, go, 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 do, think, you start slowing down, okay? You start to move down, you descend into body. And when you start descending into body, you start to feel more and more. You become more sensitive to not only the thoughts that are moving through your mind. You see, when you're always in mind, you're not even going to recognize thought. And so you are run by thought. You think your thought. When you start to descend down into body, so this whole idea that we are ascending is actually a descending down into physicality, into the body. And it's the body as this amazing vessel. Hear this for a second. It is the body that is actually navigating the evolution in consciousness. And it is you as soul, spirit, awareness, God, that is going for the ride. Okay? And it is the identified human, the Kim, the Stephanie, the Miley, the whoever's on this, right? The Joe. It's the you, the identified human, that is now starting to choose over and over again how it's going to be through this evolution. But it is the physical body, it is the vessel that is taking you through it. And it is the vessel that is shifting in frequency and vibration, not you. You are absolute awareness. You're not shifting. And so when your awareness moves from mind, thought, do, fix, change, judgment, not good, not bad, good, bad, should, shouldn't, right, wrong. And you move down into body, you start feeling, you start slowing down, you start recognizing thought. You start feeling other people's energies more and more. You start hearing your thoughts like you're going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You start realizing that you have been efforting over and over and over to get rid of what simply is. This evolution in human consciousness is literally letting go of control. As if you, the identified human, knows how to do this. As if you, the identified human that is still full of trauma, responding and reacting from trauma, is going to figure this out. The evolution in human consciousness is letting go of the identified one that we all think we are. And that is breaking free. That is getting out of the matrix while you stand in the matrix. You're here to stand in all of this and not run. Not run from the emotions that come up, not run from the thoughts that come up, not run from the behaviors. Everything, I say this over and over and over again, but it is so important. Everything that is arising in front of you as your life, whether it's people, emotions, thoughts, all the different changes. My God, I hope there's changes happening in your life. I hope there is change in the way you're thinking, changing in the way that you're moving the emotions through, changing in the behaviors. Change is the only thing that is constant, and it should be happening over and over and over and over again. And everything that is arising in your life in every moment is gifting you with the ability to start to trust the evolution in human consciousness that you are in. That every human body on the planet is going through. There is this huge battlefield. That's the analogy that I like to use, right? This huge battlefield. And there are soldiers, warriors, like you and I, on the front lines, the second line, the third line, the fourth line, the fifth line, and so on. And it's this domino effect that we have. And all of you are on the front lines. The front lines of this evolution in human consciousness. which means, my friend, you have, hey Jason, I love you, my friend. You have to feel. You're going to feel even more. And then you're going to feel more, and then you're going to feel more. Why? So that you can recognize your feelings. So that you can feel everything that is going to continue to arise within you and everything that's going to continue to arise outside of you that's going to cause an emotional state. There is no running from emotion. And the outside world's going to create emotions within you to feel them without attaching to them. Thoughts are going to come and go. You try to keep changing your thoughts. You're in a state of control, which is resistance and restriction to what is. And all of the, I saw a post last night. I've been off for about 10 days, and it's been such a profound shift to be off of social media for the most part for 10 days. I came back on, and there's a post about, doesn't matter what it's about. And the post itself was controversial, stirring things up. And then there were just comments after comments of arguing with the post. And I thought, my fucking God, we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. We are arguing on a social media app about who's right and who's wrong when we are trying to simply navigate an evolutionary shift in fucking consciousness, which is energy shifting in your body, which is literally changing your cellular structure, giving you an opportunity to remember who you are as this warrior of light in physical form, still believing perhaps that you are this human even though you're not, and you're arguing on posts on Instagram about what you believe, what somebody else believes, what they should believe, what they shouldn't believe. And meanwhile, there's some deep shit going on inside of you that you don't want to look at. Any type of aggression that we have to something or someone else is an indication that there is an aggression within you. There is something that you are not wanting to see within yourself, that you are still battling and still fighting. And so the more that we can recognize these ways that we are being, these behaviors that we have, these knee-jerk reactions, and you and I are the ones that are on the front lines. We should be the ones no longer participating in this. The moment you want to create some sort of divide, just recognize that. There are these, I like to see them as like these layers or phases of the evolution in human consciousness, and how we're going to go in and out of it, how we're going to navigate it. And we don't stay the same. We don't stay let's just say that you came out in 2020 and started speaking about everything and really fighting for human rights and our rights to our bodies and all of that, right? I guarantee you 3 years later, there is a new rumbling inside of you to show up in a different way, to speak in a different way. Maybe you're being called to go inward more, right? If you're somebody that has been going inward for quite some time, you may all of a sudden feel like, oh my God, it's time that I start to speak. It's time. Nothing is stagnant or stays the same in your evolution. It's always changing. And we have got to get used to this. We've got to remember that you are going to feel more emotions than you ever have in your entire life, no matter what you've called yourself in the past as an empath or this or that. You are going to start to literally intuitively read people's minds. You are going to think that there is something wrong with you over and over and over again, because you're like, oh, I should have fixed that trauma. Oh my God, I got back into another relationship and the old trauma came back. What's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. I'll tell you what it is. It's that we are here as consciousness or awareness and form to stop trying to fix or change or heal anything. Simple awareness, shining the light, seeing trauma, seeing how you're behaving, seeing how you're thinking, seeing how you're seeing it, recognizing it through the eyes of compassion, acceptance, allowing is the greatest transformational shift. In fact, if you want to accelerate your evolution, your suffering, whatever you're in, I'm only speaking this from experience. If you want to accelerate it, stop changing anything. So before you change a situation, right? Before you change a thought or change an emotion or try to get out of what you're in, can you first allow it? Can you allow it? Can you trust that life is doing life? You are in life. Life is showing you what's next. If we stop saying, oh my God, this trauma's coming up again, I need to fix it. This is not a popular belief, and you absolutely do not need to hold this as your own. Because there is something powerful about unraveling your traumas and peeling them back and studying them and looking at them. But I'm going to tell you something. In this evolution in human consciousness, you will be shown over and over again that you need to let go of control and fixing and changing everything. Why is that? Because as we become awareness or consciousness in form, God in form, we no longer change things because we know that we are not what we are in. We know we're not the thoughts. We know we're not the trauma. We know we're not the emotions. And believe it or not, with that deep embodied knowingness, you trust everything arising. You let it come and go. Everything is energy. If you believe this, you're in the spiritual community and you believe this. If everything is energy, then everything is moving through your life. Everything. The reason that we don't believe that is because things stay in our lives, emotional states, thoughts, behaviors, situations, and experiences, because we grab it. We grab the thought, we grab the emotion, we grab the experience, we judge it, good, bad, right, wrong, yes, no, positive, negative, high vibe, low vibe, whatever that is. And then there's a story to it. I need to change this. I need to fix this. I've been on this path for so long. I shouldn't have this. How do I get rid of this? I don't have the answers. And then it's stuck. It stays in your moments, and it's dragged along with you. This evolution in human consciousness is trying to remind us that we are none of what we are experiencing in this world. None of it. That this is just a blink. This life is a blink of an eye. We've chosen to be here in the most miraculous time, which is an evolution in human consciousness, which means that the human body is shifting frequencies, allowing awareness, God, soul, and spirit to experience the human form and the human experience in ways that it never has before. That's what we're doing. And in order to do that, we got to get very, very clear on how deeply we've been programmed to believe that we're emotions and thoughts and behaviors, that there is a right way and a wrong way to do this life, that I messed up, screwed up, that I shouldn't be where I am. Of course you should be where you are. Why? Because it's exactly where you are. Everything, I promise you, everything that is happening in your life, whether you are in suffering, in fear, in grief, in sadness, in depression, in anxiety, right, in lack, whatever you're in, it's gifting you an opportunity to start to step back and watch the you that's in it. And watch the you that's in this, and watch the you that's in this, and watch the you that's in this. Watch the Lori, watch the whoever's here right now. Can't see the names. Marissa, Derry, Joe, Lynn, Benny, watch the Benny experiencing ... Wow. With humility, with compassion. Watch the Benny or the, who else is here? Evolving and Free, Sun-Kissed Liz. Watch Liz wanting to get out of something. Watch Liz wanting to fix something. Watch Liz needing the answers to something. Watch Liz trying to control. Watch Alice trying to control. Watch Talia trying to get out of and fix the emotion she's in, right? Watch another part of me, 777, judging the feelings that she or he is having. Watch it. Watch before you try to change. Because this planet is going to get more and more chaotic. It's part of the evolution in human consciousness. The internal world, your internal world, is going to get more chaotic. It's okay. We're all going through this. We're all going through it. And what I do in my life, and what I've committed to doing, is constantly, as much as I can, and I'm going to try to show up more frequently right now, daily. I'm going to try to show up daily right now, because it is going to get more intense again. It's always intense, but it is going to get more intense again. And there is so much distraction. There's so much distraction in the world pulling you from your most empowered state, which is in your body. The most empowered state that you can be in, the most free state that you can be in, is in your body, allowing yourself to feel, allowing yourself to look at thoughts, allowing yourself to feel safe in whatever you're in, even when you don't like it, you don't want it, even when it feels so messed up. There's no way, Lori, that this is okay. You don't understand. You don't know what I'm in. I get it. The world is like, there is so much fucked up shit happening on this planet. The governments are doing so many messed up mother freaking things. These families and these couple companies that own everything. It's insane. It's going to continue to get insane. The safest place to be in this chaotic unraveling of consciousness is inside your body. And it's the one place that we have been programmed to get out of. We have been mind controlled. We are constantly being controlled by our minds, and now we're being poisoned in our bodies so as to disconnect us from our light, disconnect us from the most powerful place we could possibly be, which is inside the body. The most powerful thing that you can do is feel everything. How do you discern between what feels right to you and what doesn't? You're in your body feeling. How do you know if someone's being truthful to you or not? You're inside of your body feeling. You're practicing this. How often are you listening to things where someone's telling you what to do, telling you what to think, telling you what to feel, telling you that this is the path to, fix this or change this or heal that? Everything in our world is designed to take us out of our most empowered state, which is this deep, deep, deep descending down into the physical body where you're held. It's like your own little cave, and it's torturous in there at times. It's torturous because your thoughts, or the thoughts, are taking you all over the place. They're making you believe all kinds of things about yourself. Those thoughts were never yours. They were from somebody else outside of you at some other time that told you something or had an experience with something, and these thoughts came in And they just snuggled on in. And when you start stepping into your most empowered place, which is inside your amazing physical body, feeling everything, hearing everything, the lights are getting louder, sounds are getting louder. You think to yourself, shit, I got to get out of here. Somebody tell me something that's going to take me out of this. Somebody give me the answers that I've been looking for. No one has the answers. We're all the same expression of spirit. We're all the same expression of light in the body. So anyone that has some sort of answer for you is just sharing with you an answer through their own lens of their human experience. And the other thing is, hi Shelly, it's good to see you here. The other thing is that, I just saw a comment that distracted me. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? I can't remember. I don't know, but the paradox is that we're here to remember that we're none of this. We're here to remember that we are not any of this. We're here to remember that we're not the mind, we're not thoughts, we're not emotions, we're not this physical world. And we're here to remember that we are here to be in it. We're here to be in this. So as much as, you want to say, oh, we're no one and we're nothing. And there is no physical world. It's all the illusion. We're all just one. We're all just God experiencing itself as God. On one level, that's true. But on the other side of the coin is that we are very much in a physical reality. We are very much identified with thoughts and emotions. Just go on social media and you will see all the identification. And we are here to be in this physical world, holding the awareness that you are not the physical world, so that we can shift this entire planet. So we can hold hands with humanity and walk ourselves into our highest expression, into God in form. Like what many of the masters did. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. Not just to bring ourselves into such an enlightened state that we fall into this trap of like, I am no one. I am nothing. I don't exist. You don't exist. Okay, that's great. That's all fine and dandy. Like, I get that. But why the fuck did I incarnate into the physical body? It's to remember who I actually am and then experience the hell or the heck out of this human experience. To devour the physicality of this experience. To find the most miraculous moments in the most ordinary moments. Can you find the most extraordinary moments in the most ordinary? Can you recognize that you are here to experience this physicality? Do you know what? Oh. Okay. I lost you guys because it was so hot in my car. I think that's a sign to get going. Here's the last piece. I don't want the phone to die. I want to be able to save this. Here's the last piece, okay? Find the extraordinariness in the ordinary in life. Recognize there's no mistake that you're on the planet right now. Okay? Recognize that there is a miraculous evolution in consciousness happening. Recognize that there's nothing wrong with you. You didn't mess up, screw up. You're not doing it wrong. You're not going backward. This is an evolution in human consciousness in a physical reality, regardless of we are no one and we are nothing. That's great, but we're in a physical world. I'm going to devour the shit out of this physical world. I'm going to look at a flower or a tree. I'm going to look at humans and say, holy shit, this is miraculous. I've got 5 fingers and they grab things. Miraculous. Somehow my heart just knows how to beat. Miraculous. We've got foods to eat. We can have sex. Like, I was like, what if, like, when we die or when we pass on to the next level, you know, the next phase of consciousness, and the soul goes, man, I'm going back down for the sex. Shit, that was incredible. And you just incarnate back down because you just want to experience sex again. Why? Like, you know, or laughter, joy, kindness, the experience of so much. So yes, we're going through a massive evolution. Yes, there is suffering and manipulation and messed up evil and corruption on the planet. That's what we're here to step through, walk through with all of humanity. It's why you came here. And it's an internal you start internally. But while you're doing the internal work, bravo, by the way, congratulations. First of all, be kind and compassionate to yourself and to other humans. Everybody is doing the best they mother freaking can. Whether you believe that or not, everyone is doing the best they can based on the trauma that they have stored in their bodies and their life that they've lived. Give them a break. Give people a break. Stop judging the shit out of people. Stop judging you if you can. And start to lift your head up. Get off of social media once in a while. Stop consuming so much information from everybody else. And just see the magic of this physical world, the magic of this planet, the beauty of this planet. Even if you're in a city or in some place you don't think is beautiful, I guarantee you, if you start to use the lens of, holy shit, this is a physical world. This is physical. Look at these, look at the weeds growing. Look at, I don't know, you name it. You tell me what is extraordinary in the ordinary. That's going to shift your lens into the God that you are right here, right now. Start watching the Christina, start watching the Karen, start watching, you know, whoever else is here, right? Lisa, start watching, meaning watching you, the one you think you are. We're doing it. We are off to the races. You're incredible. Thank you for being here. Thank you for slowly unraveling the veils of illusion and programming and mind control that you knew you would be unraveling at some point. And it's now. It's happening now. This is it. This is go time.